Happy New Year, everyone, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how archetypes can assist us to get what we want and fulfill our potential in the new year. So there's three different types of archetypes. There are the archetypes that are our passion and purpose and our identity, and these archetypes are the ones that come easily to us. And when we know these, it's easiest for us to tap into our intuitive genius, for us to really express who we are. And that's a really good set of archetypes for us to assist with our business offering, our branding, the way that we bring who we are to what we do. And there's also other archetypes, which are the challenge archetypes and the invisible archetypes. And these are archetypes that we don't generally access or we have difficulties with. And when we're able to access the resources of those archetypes, we often find that it's easier to achieve things that in the past we haven't, because these archetypes have hidden resources that we don't normally access. And when we can access those resources, it makes life a lot easier. So one of the archetypes you might like to gather for the new year is the Emperor, because the Emperor allows us to get organized, implement systems, achieve what we want in terms of action, and allows us to really get real, get down to it, and actually start to apply things in a way that is planned and organized. And I know that a lot of coaches don't always find this archetype the easiest to access, particularly if you happen to be a really creative type. A lot of creative types don't really like the idea of planning and systems. And also those people who are more in the innocent adventurer also don't like that. What I found was that when I adopted the Emperor, which was not an easy archetype for me, I didn't find that very easy, it's not one that's natural to me. But when I adopted the Emperor, I found that it was much easier for me to really market, get bums on seats, to be able to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And one of the ways that I had this balance between the planning of the Emperor, which is great for marketing, and the sense of the need for freedom, was that I would plan about partway through the previous year, I'd plan everything for the following year. And I would put it all on a big wall planner with fun stickers. And then what I would do is I would leave a whole space for holidays, and I wouldn't plan what I was going to do in those holidays, but I planned to have the space. And that way I was able to have all of the advantage of planning my year ahead, but also have a sense of there was going to be a time where there would be no plans, which is something that's really important for me, to have a sense of my life being fun and enjoyable. So that's one way that you can enjoy all the benefits of the Emperor, and whilst having the freedom and the fun of the innocent adventurer. Now, one of the things that I found when I did this, when I started to plan in advance, I was able to double my revenue. So when I first started my coaching and training business, I didn't really like the idea of planning the next year so far in advance. But when I did, it made such a massive difference to my bottom line. So planning and systems, very, very important. And the archetype to access is the Emperor. So really stepping into the shoes of the Emperor and having a sense of being able to have that rulership and dominion over your own world and over your environment, and also over your year ahead, so you can fulfill your potential. So I hope that tip helps, and I'll speak with you soon.